Okay, guys, so welcome to the base. I've been on these meetings for a long time because I've kind of let everybody do his thing. And the great thing about being able to be a leader is that you learn so much from other people. You learn so much newbies. You learn so much from people who have hit the ground running, and you learn so much. You learn so much from people who just love what they do and want to make a difference in the world. Okay, I'm not gonna stop anymore. So I can't continue. Okay. So what is adversity and hardships? So who knows what adversity is? No one knows what adversity is?
We can't hear you, I don't think, very well.
That is
Well, like, I can't really, I don't know, so I can't make out what you're saying.
Hold on.
Yeah, Safa, it's jumping in and out. It's jumping
Let
in
me
and
see if I
out.
pull it out, because this is like the first time. $400. No,
You can't keep
I'm
up
gonna-
with your stuff. You just got too much knowledge in you, girl.
I'll pull it out. See if you guys can hear me now.
Yeah, better.
Yeah, we can do that.
Like,
Yeah.
perfect.
Go for it, mate. Go for it.
I hope you guys can hear me. Fuck that shit. All right. So the best thing about knowing and being a leader is literally that you guys can learn from so many different things. Even though you're a leader, it doesn't mean you can't learn brand new things. If anything, you should be able to learn on a regular basis. You should be able to learn more from other people. That's the whole aspect of a leader. Okay? And just because you're a damn leader, it doesn't mean that you guys will not hit hardships and basically potholes along the way, along your road trip. Okay? So, as I said, Abbas and I basically, we started 3 months after Brody did. Okay? 2 months before Brent and Molly did. So, we want to show you guys what adversity brings. So, who knows what adversity is? Do you know what adversity is? So? Good, because I didn't know what the fuck it was either. Okay? Adversity is basically the hardships, the conflicts, those potholes in your road trip to success. Everything goes fine, and then the next day, everything goes to shit. Your ads don't get running. Your page gets shut down. Your likes campaign can't get fucking improved. Or basically just anything in personal life. Your adversities is what makes you. Your adversities is what challenges you. It basically defines you. So, adversity hits us all. Okay? And every single person here, every single person on this meeting will hit rock bottom. I guarantee you. You will hit rock bottom. Some of you guys might be like, shit, that's scary. Some of you won't take it well, and some of you will. Adversity hits us all of us. It's up to you to take 2 chances. When adversity hits or conflict hits, you have 2 choices. Pick up the pieces and keep fucking going, or give up. Unfortunately, 95% of the world gives up. In business. In life, they learn how to roll with the punches. Because they know everything is seasonal. Subconsciously, you guys know everything was seasonal. This too shall pass. Right? But what happens when it happens in business, because we've tied business with emotion and money invested with emotion, it's a very strong and very big pill to swallow. Every single person here, mark my words, you will have hit adversity, or you will hit adversity sometime in your entrepreneurial journey. That's why we're fucking here. We're here because entrepreneurship is 10 times more worth it than being an employee for 40 or 50 years of your life and retiring at 70 with only 10% of your lively income. That's why we're here. Being an entrepreneur is not easy. If it was easy, everyone would be an entrepreneur. Now, what you guys want to understand is when you hit rock bottom, where do you go from there? The only way is up. Thank you. I can hear I can see these. The only way is up. You know that the only way is up, but how the fuck do you lift yourself up from a very, very tough stage? For most of you, just like myself, 2019 has been a roller coaster of adversities. Our first year, Abbas and I's first year in the business, it has basically been like, it was fine. We're getting our little momentum. The second year, after we realized what we want, it has been adversity after adversity after adversity after adversity. And that's how you know growth is inevitable. Growth is literally inevitable. Because adversity hits, conflict arises, resilience strives. That's how it happens. So it's, you have a choice what to do when it happens. Either you fly or you die. Either you give up or you roll with the punches. Your choice to do whatever you may with adversity. And this is not just in business, guys. Every single person here has a personal issue right now that they don't know how the hell they're going to get the fuck out of it. Okay? They don't know how. But eventually you are going to get there. Okay? And that's what I'm here for. I'm going to show you guys the way to roll with the punches. Okay? Okay, so imagine every single person here has a book, a story about their life. Fuck, man, at the moment my fucking book is about this thick. All right? Every single person here, their lives are stories, they're books. Your adversities are the plot twists. Your adversities in your story are the plot twists. So the chapters in the plot twists, so the climax in a movie. Okay? Part of your success story is adversity, and how you end it is basically like the heroine, like at the end, like at the end of the movie when the heroine comes and saves the day. But unfortunately for us, it doesn't end until death. So you have a limited amount of time on earth, you got chapters, and there's going to be an end game for all of us. We're not going to live forever. There's going to be a time where we take the last photo, we go see our parents for the last time, we see our loved ones for the last time, we take our last video, we do our last good deed, we change the last person's life, and we don't know. That's why we build legacies. That's why it's our main objective to rise above the adversity, rise above the shitstorm. That's our main objective. So react to it like a game or a movie where the hero wins. Whenever you guys get away from an adversity, react to it like a fucking hero won. I'll show you guys, I'm going to tell you before I go, I'm nearly finished. I'm going to tell you guys why I came across this and why I'm showing you guys and teaching you guys this. Okay? So the past doesn't define your story. If you had a shitty past, it doesn't define your story. No one is going to have it easy. No one has it easy. Okay? So your story to everyone looks like it's easy because they don't know the real you. They don't know the path that you walk in. It's like the iceberg theory. You see what you show, and then the rest of it is underneath. So every single person here has a story to tell. Every single person here has conflicts. Every single person here literally has a shit storm that they either are coming out of, or they're battling, or they're staying because they don't know where to go. But adversity is fun if you make it. It's fun if you make it that way. You should see me, man. I'll tell you guys the story. You guys should see me. Every single time like a conflict hits, I'm like, Abba, something big coming. Something big coming. Can you feel it? Do you feel it? And then like I help him. He's like, yeah, I feel it. Do you feel it? Something big's coming. I'm gonna sell fucking trifecta. I'm gonna sell a quad. Whatever the case may be. Something big's coming. Tell yourself after every adversity, something big is coming. something good is coming. This is my turning point. I give myself permission to move on from this and use this as my story. Shit, if you go into jail, great, it's part of your story. You lost an infant, you miscarried, it's part of your story. You had a car crash and can't walk, it's part of your story. You broke your wrist, you broke your leg, you broke your arm, it's part of your story. Everything we go through is part of our story. It's not to punish you. It's not to punish you. It's to keep you growing and to keep us grateful and to keep us not taking advantage of what we have. Because unfortunately, we all take things for granted here. All of us. All of us. Okay? So don't ever wish for less adversity. Don't ever wish for less adversity. Wish for more. More adversity means more skills. Now, the reason why I'm sharing this, guys, is because 9 weeks ago, I broke my wrist. Broke my wrist. I had a little accident on my electric scooter. And I fell. It wasn't even a big fall. I was probably going about 5K. I landed awkwardly. I landed straight on my wrist. I've never broken a wrist, like a bone in my life. Went to the hospital. Literally went to the hospital and I'm like, oh, I broke my wrist. The whole time Abbas was taking me to the hospital, he's going nuts. I was positive as fuck. I don't know why. I'm like, it's fine, it's broken, it's cool. It's okay, I'll get in the cast, it's fine. Like I was telling him, this is fine, this is my growing point. This is God telling me that I'm ready for the next step. This is teaching me something. Help me accept it. It helped me accept it. 1 titanium plate, yes, I might as well be a level like R. 1 titanium plate, 7 screws later, this has become my bed. I have literally a scar, one of the many adversities that I dealt with in my life. After this happened, I realized very quickly that the self-development that we tell you to fucking go through is not for the good times, it's for the fucking bad times. It's all great, it's all cool to be all peachy keen fine when everything's going sunny side up. When all shit goes to storm, that's when your personal development comes into handy. Your personal development is not for the good times. Your personal development is for the shit times. Your personal development is what brings you out from the shitstorm. It's what keeps you going. It's what holds you responsible. It's what keeps you disciplined. It's what keeps you motivated. It's what keeps you hungry. Adversity builds character. But whatever character you want to be, whether you want to be the bum on the side of the road or you want to be the fucking heroine, is completely and utterly up to you. You have 2 choices. Pick. It's not fucking easy. It's really hard. And I acknowledge that. So what happened was I lost love for business. Hey man, when you're dealing with a lot of freaking health issues, you lose track of business and where you want to go. Okay? So when this happens, how can you move from adversity through the process of lifting yourself up and really get going back into the momentum? Because you can go from here to here in less than 24 hours. It's a straight download. Very, very straight, very steep road, very quickly. It takes a while to get back up there, but as long as you're getting there, you're making the mountain higher than what it was. So when this happens, I want you guys to acknowledge it and reach out for help. Yes, we have so many fucking mentors in this community that there's a difference between whinging because nothing's working, and there's a difference between whinging and you need help. That's why when I started my mentorship program, I started it after a crash, a massive crash. Okay, it was in about February, March-ish. And I have helped people go through the adversities just like I'm teaching you guys now. How the hell does she know? Because I've helped people go through their adversities, deal with their fears, deal with their blockages. You have to reach out for help. So It's normal for mountains to crack, but they will never change the formation of the mountain form itself. From far, you will never see the cracks. If you look closer, you will. Inevitable. Mountains crack. They chisel, they, you know, but they never ever change form. You're gonna have cracks, but you should never change your form. Mountains, do they collapse? No. Has Mount Everest collapsed? No. You shouldn't either. You should look at yourself as a fucking mountain. Every single day, you're a mountain. You might crack, but you're still a fucking mountain. That's how powerful you are. You don't realize it. Look at it from a different perspective. Look at it from a far perspective. Cracks, but no change in form. You go through what you go through. Yeah. So what do you guys do to keep your fire going? It's so easy to say, yay, keep the momentum, stay motivated, stay put, be inspired, listen to Les Brown, listen to Tony Robbins. It's very easy to say that, but this is my own kind of translation of what you guys should do to keep your fire going. If, for example, because I was homeless at the age of 18, right? So homeless at the age of 18. Yes, I was homeless at the age of 18. I could basically pick myself up, go volunteer at a homeless shelter and help them make their lives better. In my way, in my life, it doesn't change anything physically. But my physiology, my gratitude, everything changes in my universe, the frequency, right? Get me? I get no benefit from jumping on a call for an hour talking shit. No benefit, no money. Half of you guys are not even my downlines. So why do I do it? Because I believe in gratitude. You guys are going to help someone with the value that I bring. They're going to help themselves change their lives. Their lives are going to change. The chain effect is going to change the other person's life. It's going to come back to me in abundance. And then maybe you'll hit one of my downlines. They'll start making sales, and then the chain effect happens. Because I believe in literally the chain effect, the universe. Whatever goes around comes around. Okay? Put value into yourself to give to other people, for value to be shared onto the world. I don't get anywhere from talking to myself in the damn mirror. I have to share my gifts. I have to share my knowledge, share my value, and share what I want to show people today. That's what I'm doing for you guys. I believe in each and every single one of you guys. You know why? Because you guys invested in what I invested in. The only difference between me and you is I've been doing it a little bit longer, and I fucking fought harder. That's it. And I tried a couple different things. The only difference between me and you is I did it for a little bit longer, so I started a little bit more earlier, so I was able to get my footing, and I never gave up. Ask yourself, where can you be in 2 years if you never gave up, stayed put, did the training, hustled your ass off, and never took no for an answer? Where would you be? There's nothing stopping you from getting the results that you want but yourself. This is why I jump on these meetings, is so I can show you the value of yourself, the power of yourself. The power of you will always surpass the power of them. Always. Because the most valuable person in your universe is you. But you don't fucking realize that. Because you're too busy worrying about fucking them. Okay? So, in the instance, so if you have, battle with homelessness, go and volunteer at a homeless shelter. If you've lost an infant, if you lost a baby before it was born, you can actually volunteer at a women's health clinic, or you can volunteer at basically anywhere. If, for example, we had a girl, her name is just Pollard, she battled cancer. She overcame the cancer. What she did was she took a whole bunch of books and a whole bunch of balloons to the shopping center. She gave them out for free because I think it was like a 4-year anniversary for cancer free. And she gave out books for free. She didn't have to do that. She wanted to. Because she was grateful for someone, for God for giving her another life, another time, more time on it. It's not about you. Help someone else with their shortcomings and someone will help you, or God will help you with your shortcomings. It's a chain effect. That's what you got to think about. My passion is motivational speaking. I went and volunteered, signed up volunteering form for a charity organization in my community, and I speak on stages for free at these charity events. I bring people motivation. In sense, I get followers on my Instagram, and I make sales from that. Because people want to change their life. People want to learn who you are. If you give value for free, people are like, I want to know this chick. I need her in my life. I need more. I need what she has. And if this is the way I'm going to get it, I'm going to get it. That's how people work, or that's how the universe works. You give before you receive. You don't receive before you give. It doesn't work that way. You guys are expecting to receive before you give. It doesn't work. It's not how it goes. Okay? So you got to find your motive to keep going. So your why, your goals, your perfect day. Man, if your dream goal is to get a freaking Rolls Royce, put it on your freaking vision board. If your why is your kids, I'm going to call bullshit on that because your why is you. But put that on your vision board. Put a fucking photo of you. Right? If you guys want to quit your full-time jobs, go grab like a what do you guys give you? Like a notice from Google. I'm pretty sure you can find one. Sign it. Put the date on it when you're going to leave work. So you know that that's when your fucking deadline is. You better be 682-2 by that time. Whatever your life you want to do, put it in front of you. That's why we have them. Make sure in your household every single morning, type up a resignation letter. I see Tori did that. I didn't. I just fucking I just quit my 5-inch. But yeah, okay. So I just want to tell you guys, Brody's taking 48 hours off in Najib. If you guys need any help, please reach out to the leaders. Brent and Molly are flying out of Bali tomorrow night. So they might not be available until Wednesday morning, or if not Thursday. The jet lag as hell. You guys are more than welcome to hit up Abbas and I, or I'm pretty sure all these lovely people know the go. Okay, guys. So as I was talking before, community appearances. Appear more in your community to gain more reach, to gain more momentum, to gain the fire, and to take advantage of what the world has to offer. Okay? I started speaking on stages. I started helping people with their lives. And guess what? I started grabbing that fire again. I started loving life. I started loving motivational speaking. Whatever you guys want to do in your life, you want to put yourself on that path. Okay? So I want to talk to you guys about info and leads. Now, a lot of you guys speak to your leads as if you're a robot. You don't really care, or you're giving them too much information down their throat all at once. The sad thing is about that is either you're going to go through you're going to burn through a lot of leads until you get the perfect person who understands exactly like you, or you can use that to learn from that, adapt that from that, and find your own style for leads. If you feel like your lead conversation is going in a merry-go-round and these people don't know what the fuck you're on about, then most likely they're going to pick themselves up and Google you. Google the ACE initiative. Google what the fuck you're talking about. Google affiliate marketing. Okay? The moment a lead goes on Google, your instant chances of a sale drop dramatically. Like I'm talking about from 100% to like 40% instantly if someone goes on Google, because they're coming to you for problem solving and they have to go on Google to know what the hell you're talking about. Instant loss in lead. If you reply to a lead in more than 2 hour radius, another 20% drops. So you got from 100% to 40% because they went on Google. You got not 20%. Okay. If they feel that you're not genuine enough, you've lost them again. There's another percentage drop. You want to get, I'm talking about active leads, right? Have you guys ever spoke to a lead? They're really freaking active. Like you sending a response, they're replying back in like less than 2 seconds. Let's talk about these leads, the active leads. If you're not getting them at least on a webinar within a 15 to 20 minute radius, instantly drops. You want to take the time, but you also don't want to take too much time. People lose interest. If the average watch time on Facebook is 4 seconds, the average talk time on a freaking phone call is 20 minutes. How much do you think by text? Get me? Do you guys want to give them as much information as physically possible? You want to get these people to a webinar ASAP? You want to help these guys not go on Facebook? Sorry, Google? Okay? You want to keep them around you in the lead conversation for as long as possible. The more that you keep them, the more they trust you. More they feel genuine, the more they trust you. The more information that you give them that's accurate, that makes sense, the more they trust you. Okay? Does everyone understand that? Okay. If, for example, it takes 15 minutes for someone to, so for example, if you're taking a long time to reply to someone as a lead, they won't hang around. They'll go to someone else. Because what happens is whenever someone comments on your ad or press the send message button, they're going to look at the people who comment or the people who like your shit, and they're going to stalk them 95% of the time, because we all season each other's shit. They're going to go to a different affiliate. If the different affiliate has this Facebook page in the information bar, they click it, they press send message button on their their Facebook page. This is what I like to call affiliate hop. People hop from person to person. They're going to make sure that your information matches up with their information. You took a shitload of time to reply back. They didn't. Who do you think wins? This guy. You got to be this guy. You got to be on the ball. You got to make sure that affiliate is yours. You got to make sure you give them as much information as physically possible, them not to go on Facebook or Instagram or Snapchat, whatever, Google, whatever. Okay? And how do you realize if someone was to go on Google and Google you, do you have enough information supporting that you're a legit person? Are you everywhere? I want to show you guys something. Let me share my screen. Right. So, the reason why I'm showing you guys this is if I search Abbas and Safa Al-Chami, oopsie, hold up guys. Okay, all of this comes up, all of it. We're everywhere. Everywhere. People comment, there's some videos, there's some photos, there's a Facebook page, there's people saying congratulations Abbas and Safa Al-Chami. They're fucking everywhere. We're everywhere. So if you guys were to look up your name on Google, what would you come up? What would come up? If they Google your name on Google, is it enough to say they trust you or they can trust you? Okay. more and more people know what we do. We just need to find the mental and stuff to go to. It's true. We're everywhere, guys. 2 years ago, no one has heard what the freaking hell ACE Initiative was. They didn't know affiliate marketing. They don't know nothing. You guys are great. You guys are in what I like to call a golden era. Because people have already done it for you. You just got to pick them out of the good batch. Okay? So if I was to literally pick up myself and look up your names, are you guys everywhere enough for me to know who the hell you are before I even speak to you? Because some people do that. That's what I'd like to call omnipresence. You need to be everywhere, all at once. Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, fucking TikTok, fucking everywhere, everywhere. Everywhere someone looks, they should see your face. Everywhere. Please don't go editing your photos so you don't look nothing alike in real life, please, because people will look at you. People can distinguish me from me with makeup and me without makeup on my shitty days. When I'm walking down the grocery store, they still stop me. That's the type of like authenticity. That's the type of omnipresence that you want. The true kind. Hardest part for me of replying is driving. Driving? Can you explain that? Oh, so like at work, because I'm guessing you like. Can you come off mute? Where are you? You want to come off mute, CJ?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, so the hardest part, like, I can reply to people, but I'm always driving. So, I drive for, 13, 14 hours a day.
Okay.
So it does make it hard to reply, but I do get back to people. But it can take anywhere up to 3-4 hours. Depends on whether I'm driving in traffic or.
Okay. Do you have an iPhone?
Android.
Okay. Shit. But guess what Abbas and I did? We went and invested $300 in an iPhone.
Yeah.
You can voice them while you're on the road. I
can do that with some people. Yeah, like that's what I've been doing. Instead of replying via text, I send them a voicemail instead.
It's so much more faster and so much more personal.
It's a lot easier for me too. So
yeah, maybe if you to like raise your relevancy rates and to get people resonating with you more, go invest some money into like a shitty iPhone. I don't care if it's an iPhone 4, as long as it has like internet connection and you can put a SIM card in it. It's worth it, man. Trust me. It's so dangerous though when driving. Please don't, especially when traffic. Well, I'm guessing when he stops. I'm guessing you stop a little bit, yeah?
Well, if I stop, then I run out of driving hours. Like, I only have a certain amount of time per day that, I can stop for, and it's all defined by the logbook. So my minimum break is 15 minutes. So
what you can do in there is you can be so straight up and honest with these people. It's like, hey man, if I take a little bit of time to reply back, it's because I'm driving. I do this for work. I do that for work at the moment until my online business takes over and I replace my full-time income. So if I do take a little bit of time, please excuse me. Be upfront and honest. Yeah, I am actually. Yeah, I do tell people that. So yeah, that's my number one, because driving, unfortunately, is number one for me to keep this going. So yeah, absolutely, absolutely, man. And this goes for everyone else. If you're like a mum with 17 kids, the best thing that you can do is tell these people that, hey man, if you can hear the crazy kid in the background, that's one wanting some Fruit Loops at like 10 p.m. at night. Be honest with them. It just shows you're a straight person, like a straight 180 person. That's what you want to do. You want to show people that you're authentic as hell. So whether you're a driver, whether you work with kids, whether you have 17 kids, whether you're always out and about, whatever the case may be, it needs to match up so people can paint a picture of like trust. Okay? All right. Does anyone else have any questions? No? No questions? I actually finished up earlier than I expected, which is cool. So I want you guys something that I learned probably about 2 weeks ago. How many of you guys, and this is just me spitting some value so you guys can really up your content in your Facebook and Instagram. How many of you guys record like value videos on your phone? Either don't post them because they're too long, or they stay in your phone forever and you forget about them. No one? Did everyone hear me?
Nope, I didn't catch that.
No?
So
Oh,
No.
okay, let me say that again. How many of you guys record value videos on your phone? Either don't post them because they're too long, or don't post them in one take.
I haven't actually done any videos yet, so
Okay.
that's me.
No one? No one records value videos for no absolute reason.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've done a few as well.
Okay.
And then you watch them back and you're like, holy shit balls, that was fucking shit. I'm not going to post that.
Okay. But I'm pretty sure you can take about 15 seconds of that value video where you're
Yeah.
spitting fire from one value video where you're talking, the rest of you talking bullshit, right?
Very true, very,
Very
true.
true.
If I
Key
actually cut a
element-
snippet out,
Yeah.
that would be better to just use a snippet and just chuck that
Yes.
in, even if it cuts short.
Yes. You got a 15 seconds, right? You got a 15-second window, 15, 30 seconds, maximum 1 minute, right? Little snippets. You
Yeah,
guys
just
can-
like we did today, we decided to create a go live for 7 minutes or 5, max 7 minutes, and it took us 24 freaking minutes. So
I love
yeah,
go
we
live.
got stuck on that.
Look, go lives can go, like the best go lives can go anywhere from 5 minutes to 15 minutes. They're the best go lives,
Yeah,
okay? 5 to 15. If you guys are doing value videos on your phone, maximum 2 minutes.
perfect.
If you guys want to grab the attention of your audience, 15 to 1 minute. So 15 to 60 seconds. Everyone will watch a 15-second video. I guarantee you that.
That's true. That is true.
Done deal.
15 seconds. That's why people are so active on Instagram stories. Because people will watch 15 seconds of someone talking bullshit. Do it enough, you're going to gain an audience and gain people who are watching you. So you can pull probably out of I was actually doing it now, I'll show you. There's 20, where's the camera? 20 to 25 snippets, anywhere from 15 seconds to 1 minute of value videos that I pulled from Abbas and I's speech at Unify. 25. They will be used. Now, I don't think I'm going to post these on a regular basis right after each other. No. Don't do that. It's a variety, right? People like variety. So I can use in my week 2 snippets, so Monday and Friday, and the rest of it some photos and 1 go live maybe. You gotta have variety. Don't go in live every day, please don't. Don't do videos every single day, please don't. Don't do photos every single day, please don't. Have some, like make it like a beautiful sexy salad, man. Right, make it a salad, make it beautiful, make it look nice. Okay, it all ties together. If I go on your Facebook right now and I'm bored to death, something's up. That's how you keep people interested. That's how you keep people, you gain a following because people like your content. People are going to watch a 15-second video. People are going to watch a 30-second video. Your objective is to keep them on your page for as long as possible. The more they see, the more they like, the more they follow. It takes an average 8 times for someone to come across you to say, hi, how are you? Okay? So that's basically what you guys can do to up your content. Okay. Any questions for everyone? For me?
Actually, my question was, when you very first started, right?
Yeah.
What are some things that you've learnt now that you wish you knew, like from the get-go? I mean, could literally be anything from how to write a bio to make it look just in format wise, or it could be
On Instagram?
yeah.
Or just like Facebook? Like
I mean, that's not a specific question, but I mean, it's definitely part of it.
I would probably say the best thing that I've ever done is move to different platforms.
Yeah, when you mentioned that, it made a lot of sense. Like, just being everywhere adds to the authenticity. It's just like, boom. Like, it kind of just eliminates the questioning stage of like, are these people even real? Like, what the fuck's this shit? Like, is it?
Yeah.
Surely it's you know, it's a hoax. It's a load of shit.
'Cause what I did was we started our Facebook page in January 2018, and I opened Instagram like 9 months ago.
Yeah.
So I already have 5K like almost 5K following,
Mhm.
and I opened my Instagram to public 9 months ago.
Mhm.
If I had opened up my Instagram, this is not without promotion, by the way. This is just by being omnipresent as fuck.
Mhm.
Okay, and inviting people from Instagram to like my Facebook page, Facebook to
Yeah.
like Instagram, Snapchat to like, it's just cross promoting different platforms. Okay, if I had opened it 2 years ago, I would have had over 10K by now.
Yeah.
So that was probably the most like something that I regret, but I started it anyway.
Yeah.
So you guys don't like punch yourself in the face for not starting earlier. Just start it.
Yeah. Well, that's
You know what I mean?
exactly where I'm at right now. Like I've thought about doing some type of online kind of gig for like probably at least 2 years. Like I love cameras, I love photography, and it's probably advantageous to me at this point, which is awesome. But I've always asked myself, like, how can I ride my bike and my motorbike and use my camera and enjoy my life and somehow get fucking paid for it? And like once I really looked into this and started to reach out to people and just gather information, and it was just like, holy shit, this might actually be the ticket. Like this
Exactly.
is legitimately can be. And I'm like,
Exactly.
your
And
life's like,
your niche,
wow, that's insane.
your niche would literally be the same people as you.
Yeah, well, and that's exactly right. And some people like don't have to ride motorbikes. Like motorbikes are awesome. Agreed.
Yeah.
Right? Agreed.
Yeah.
They're just awesome.
Exactly.
I love motorbikes.
Abbas and I own electric scooters. We went on 10K scooter ride today, and we
Yeah.
were actually just talking about the same thing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Exactly the same thing. And you're talking about photography and stuff. You can grab a GoPro, strap it on your fucking head,
Literally.
just as a startup video to gain people into your audience, and then start spitting some value, and then end up with something. And that can be like an ad, or that can be a value video, or that can be just anything. Because I like photography as well. I started hobbying as a photographer. Like I just do it as a hobby.
Yeah,
Okay?
likewise. Like landscape photography is just, I just love it.
It's
I
the
love
best.
nature, and that's just what I love. It's awesome.
And it goes with our business. It goes with the business. The whole business of it is aspect of content. You got to grab attention.
Exactly.
You know, and on Instagram, because Instagram, and you gotta understand the different. If you are going to be on different platforms, guys, you want to learn the dynamic of the different platforms. So, for example, Facebook, you'll see the post first and then the photo. So it's the post that gets your attention. So usually on Facebook, it's the headline.
Cool.
On Instagram, it's the photo and then the post.
Mm-hmm.
So a photo that went viral on Instagram won't go viral on Facebook because they have a different aesthetic, different objective.
Different format, yeah.
A TikTok video and an Instagram story video won't be formatted the same. It can be, but it won't be. Your job, if you're on different platforms, is to learn this platform, this tag team. When Snapchat first started, everyone's like, nothing, this will not be successful.
Yeah.
It's a multi-million-dollar business. Now, people advertising that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get me?
Yeah.
How do you know and when you learn about this, like, so for example, celebrities, right? The Rock, DJ Khaled, Kevin Hart, all these celebrities, were more successful once they brought us into their lives, right? When they were more personal with their fans. And that's how they made more money. They were more personal because that people feel like they like them, they know them, they're friends with them. Shit, I was freaking watching DJ Khaled for like 2-3 years. I actually felt like I was a part of his family. Makes you feel that way too. So that's the type of thing that you want to do to your followers. You're going to be so authentic, so in their face, they can't help but jump on
Anywhere.
Instagram. The first 4 or 5 people on your thing are people who you really like into their lives. Like those 5 people on your Instagram stories is the people who you watch most often. Everyone else is like the rest of the crumbs, right? You should be on those 5 places on people's feed. Okay? That's what you guys should be aiming for. Did that answer your question?
Yeah, that was brilliant. That was awesome.
Awesome. Does anyone else have any questions?
That was awesome.
I have no questions, but with what Nay said, dude, you need to go all in, trust me. If I was restarting this, I would not be like the shy person that I was from the beginning, and I would just go completely in and just give it my all like I have been.
Yeah, sweet. I'm pretty well jumping on board, pretty full on. Like I'm planning trifectas at this point, so that's the plan. So
well, you're doing amazing already. Like, you're on video and talking. Like, some people don't do that till like they're 6 months in. So
yeah. I'm pretty keen to start videos. I've actually got a bit of a list going about some concepts, and it was really good to kind of just to hear the 15-second to 60-second kind of, to I guess, the bracket. I guess if it's a point and shoot at your face video, that makes a whole lot of sense. Like, too much of that is just like, okay, 15 seconds, 16 seconds. I'm like, whatever, over it. And it's like, it makes sense. Like, people are like, it's only 15 seconds, just quickly see what it is and whatever. And they'll always get.
And with like videos, dive straight in. Don't like talk about yourself. Just say like what you want to say straight out. Keep it like short and sweet, because you'll grab people's attention that way as well.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Thanks for that.
That's
and don't introduce yourself.
Pardon?
Don't introduce yourself.
Okay.
Okay, so just go. So today I want to speak to you guys about whatever, or have you ever heard about money scarcity? Do you guys know what your fears are? And just go on it. Don't introduce yourself. In your head, these people should already know you.
Yeah, well, of course.
Okay, so if you introduce yourself, you're acting like they don't know you.
Yeah.
You see the different, how that it plays in their minds?
I do. I see.
I don't introduce myself ever. The only time I introduce myself is when I'm on stage. That's it.
Well, I guess if they're on your page, they're already reading your name anyway. So
Exactly.
I mean,
my point. Yes.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay. Anyone else have any questions? No questions?
None at all. Damn.
No. Okay, cool. Well, I wanted to.
Hey guys.
Ooh, who is that?
Hi, it's Pika. It's Amanda.
Hey, how are you?
I'm pretty good. I have one question. How do you, with family members and friends, and they tell you that this is a scam and all that, what's the best way to not listen to them, basically? Cut them out? Yep.
You cut them out like you cut a toenail off. I'm not even kidding.
Right.
Toenails that don't even do you no good, you cut them off, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you guys right now, guys, if you guys are into this, I actually love this. These questions. So thank you so much for asking. Everyone's going to have a 2 cents about what you do, how you do it, and how it's going to affect them. It's your family's main objective, main goal, to keep you safe, right? That's what they want to do. That's what their job is, to keep you safe. But what you don't realize is, because what we do is especially if you have parents who have never gone online, and you are a 90s baby or a millennial, or anyone just born in the era of when smartphones came into tact, they cannot fathom that there can be money made from your phone without a physical place of work. They just don't understand it.
Yeah, exactly.
It took my mom probably about 10, 11 months to understand what the hell we do and how we're able to travel the world and still make money. It took her a very long time. Yeah. And that's not your fault. That's just their mentality. It's hard for them to move through and change. Don't waste your time, your energy, your breath, or your frequency on explaining to someone how this is not a scam.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure when you pay for their fucking Euro trip, they'll be thanking you.
The best way to do it is to show
Definitely.
them the results. To show them results, and then they'll believe you.
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
Just cut them off. Don't even have.
Is there like so since you guys probably have gone for the same thing, is there any like little prep things you actually tell yourself like that motivates you to keep going?
To keep going, like as in never giving up?
Yeah. So like when
Oh.
someone tells you that this is just a waste of time and all that, how do you motivate yourself just to be like, they're just saying no and all that? Because
I
that's
don't
what.
listen, I actually don't listen to them.
Okay.
Stop talking to them.
Yeah, just
Okay,
stop talking to them. So like, fuck, bro. When I first started this, if I told you how much people told me don't do what you do, it's actually the biggest scam of your life. If I listened to them, I wouldn't be where I am today.
That's right.
If you give them if you give them a microphone into your life, they will take the stage.
What are those people doing at the moment?
True.
What are those people doing at the moment? Working for someone else? Well, that's the answer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, true.
That's
Yeah.
gold, Marcus.
And so many people said to me too, "Oh, are you actually real, or is it a scam?" Or
Yeah.
I'm worried it's gonna be a scam. The biggest scam is working till 70 years of age, my friend. That's the biggest scam. So let's talk about that. You already know you're in the sheets, so might as well take a risk, buddy. So
And the biggest scam.
Oh yeah,
Wait,
true.
if you guys think, and you guys can use this line all the time, if you guys think working online is a scam, what do you guys think about waiting 12 months for a 50-cent pay rise?
Exactly. Another thing I relate to is like university, for example. This is like, if I say how is working online and how is that an aspiration that makes any sense? It's like, well, how is university valuable? You're paying a shitload of money to get into debt for, so that you can get a job that you're basically paying to go and bust your ass.
Or you pay $100 grand for a diploma over 3 years to get you a $30K a year job.
It's like, exactly. How was that a valuable investment of 4 years and a $30,000 hex debt free? To pay that back in your first year and a half of working, with all other expenses, it'll probably be 2 years of working in your job once you've got out of university, and that's if you even land a job straight away.
Exactly. 85% of people who have gone to uni don't find jobs. 85% of people who go to uni don't find jobs. It's too saturated.
Or they change their degree.
Yes. Or they change
exactly.
degree.
Like, how many people actually commit to it to begin with?
Well, I have so many friends that have gone there, done the whole shebang, and they're like, "Oh, I don't actually like this."
Wow.
Yes.
See,
I am wasting 3 years of my life on a university degree. Hey man, I actually did that. I actually did about 9 months of a Bachelor of Education. And I was like, I realized that I was going to just get a $3 pay rise. And I was like, nah, I'm out.
Exactly. It's like, you know, and so something else too, that's like something that I found value in this once Stephen had explained a whole lot more to me about the compensation plan and stuff like that once he invited me in and stuff, is about 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, I was actually running my own small business in the field of work I'm in now, which is landscape construction, right? So from the age I was 20 all the way through to 23, I was running my own small business and brought it from the ground up. And the initial investment was 85 grand. 85 grand. That's like that's, do you know what I'm saying? Right? 85 grand is massive. And that's like to buy a vehicle, insure it, buy all the tools, the gear, trailers, all sorts of shit, right? And you need all this stuff to actually do the work to get it done. And you can't just hire it all the time. It just costs you more in the long run anyway. And I looked at that and I was like, okay, I busted my ass for like 18 hours a day, 7 days a week, 3 years straight. Like it was hard, right? It was freaking, I busted my ass. And I looked at that and I was like, okay, fair enough. I chose to wind my business up and I ended up with a decent amount of money at the end of it. Once I sold all my shit and, you know, I did well, right? But I look at this now and I'm like, for like 1/10 of my investment into my old business, it took me 3 years to really get anywhere. And that was like really only starting to get anywhere, but I was just over it. I hated it. I wasn't interested. I wasn't passionate about it anymore. So for 1/10 as an average, I would say, of what I invested 5 years ago, I could do that now. And you just don't need all that other shit. You literally just like, that's it.
Yep.
Same to me. So like, actually relaying back to my personal experience, this is crazy. And I know that I can hit the grind. Like I know that I can do that because I've done it. I've done it like 7 days straight, hard.
And
So,
you also
like-
don't have to worry about if your workmate's going to rock up in the morning, if they're going to be
Oh
sick.
man, the amount of
If,
time.
all the payments that come with it. This year, if someone doesn't want to do it, if someone doesn't want to go through the roof with you, it doesn't matter. There's another couple of billion people who most likely will. So
Exactly.
let's go and find them, hey?
Exactly right. And there was times working for like building companies and stuff like that I was 22 years old and I was owed $61,000 at one point. I was like, do you know how much stress there was involved with all that stuff? It's like, it's a nightmare. There are so many regulations, specifications, all this crap. It just doesn't need to be. And it's like, I'm super keen to learn all this stuff and it's just like really
Just to
understand.
show you, all you got to do is learn Facebook policies for Facebook and boom.
Yeah, boom.
Just
That's
goes to show, guys. Thank you so much for sharing that, Nathan. I actually appreciate that. Does anyone else have any questions?
Yeah, I just want to add on something that Amanda said before
Yep.
about the parents and like the family and friends.
Yep.
So when I first started this business, actually, I didn't tell anyone. They, like, even my family and friends, no one, like literally no one, even my mom, my dad, no one.
Mm-hmm.
They find out. They just find out from my Facebook page. And to be honest, I was once at my cousin's house, and then they were asking me, "Oh, what have you been doing?" and stuff like that. We've been seeing you around on Facebook and stuff like that. I was shocked because I didn't invite them. I didn't invite them to my page.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened actually? One of them was telling me, "Oh, it's a scam, and I don't know what, and this and that. Like, no one is gonna be interested in what you're doing, and I don't know what." I go, "Yeah, that's fine." I go, "But like, he's old. I understand. Like, he's got an old mentality. Like, he's very old guy. And then he was on his phone 24 hours. So whatever he wants to do, he jumps on Google. Whatever he wants to do, he buys stuff online. Whatever he wants to do, he does stuff online. You know what I mean? So I got to him, "All right, can I just ask you one question?" He go, "Yeah." So I've asked him straight away. I go, what do you do? Like, what do you do on your phone 24 hours then? If you think that whatever I do is a scam. He's like, "Oh, just jump on Google and do stuff online and buy online stuff and stuff like that." I go, "Yeah, that's fair enough. That's what I'm doing." And then he started to realize that whatever I'm doing is not a scam. So they started to accept that thing. Like, they started to accept it slowly by just me telling them that no one is buying from a newspaper anymore. Like, everyone buys, like, you don't open a newspaper and see what's going on or whatever. It's there to sell, or I don't know why. Like, you can't sell or buy from a newspaper anymore. Everything is online. And then he flipped it into his mind, and then he started to accept it slowly.
Fair enough. Well, it just goes to show, guys, like, I'm not saying that these people won't believe you along the way, but you have to understand that it's not time to worry about whether they'll accept you or not, or think it's scam or not. Pick yourself up and continue. They will eventually either come around, join you, or block you. That's basically how it happens. And when they realize that they're right, so you're right, and you succeeded, they'll get a big slap in the face. That's the main objective here. You don't ever try and change no to a yes. It doesn't happen that way. Okay. I'm so grateful. Both my parents never questioned what I did as long as it made me happy. But my partner wasn't on the same page. He pulled me away, but I didn't. So you're gonna find someone that's gonna pull you away from the biggest opportunities in your life. It's up to you, or whether or not if you have belief. The reason why we're all here right now, it's keeping us going, it's keeping us sane, it's keeping us striving and keeping us growing, is belief. We believe in the system, we believe in ourselves, we believe in the process, we believe in success, and we believe it's possible for us. That's the reason why we're here. That's what defines the 1% from the 99%, belief. You've got to believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, no matter what, you won't get anywhere. I'm going to be respectful of everyone's time. If you guys have any questions, you guys can message me on Instagram. On Facebook. The chats are active tomorrow. Thank you so much for jumping on. Thank you so much for being an amazing audience and for asking questions, newbies. Thank you. I want to congratulate you all. And again, guys, Brody is not active for the next 40 hours. If you guys need anything, hit me up. I'll speak to you guys soon. Good night.